A Christian Testimony. Multiple Sclerosis, Triumphing Over Life's Challenges by Faith in Jesus Christ. Part 4 of 4. A story of victory in spite of many obstacles, including death of friends and multiple sclerosis. An audio testimony presented by https://thebiblerevival.com and https://breadsite.org.
Finally, in the bus on the way to our retreat, my mom called my cell phone. She said that the doctor had called and said that they did find MS on my MRI. I did not know what to think, tears streamed down my face. I did have this incurable disease. Why me? All this time I knew it was a possibility, but did I really think that I would have MS? No. After the diagnosis was made, I received love and prayers from so many people. Once again, God placed incredible people in my life to keep me going. My youth group, people at school, people in my church, my teachers, people I could talk to, cards, little gifts. The encouragement was exactly what I needed. One of the hard things about telling people that I had MS was that they would think of people with what is called chronic MS. When a patient has chronic MS, they become paralyzed and get in really bad shape. We had to educate people about relapse-remitting MS and let them know that everything would be okay. I went to my neurologist so I could get my treatment started. I was told that I would have to start taking shots every other day. It would be a small needle like a diabetic uses, and I would be able to use a little device that would inject it for me. Even though they made it sound easy, I'm not too big on shots. I had a nurse sent to my house to teach me how to do it. The first night while she was watching I did great, no problems, it was good. The next night I had to do it. When my nurse was not there, I got scared and could not do it. My mom had to do it for me. Doing these shots have been the hardest thing to overcome with my MS. I will go to do it, then I will get scared, and my mom will have to do it. Then I get angry with myself for not being strong enough to do it and I get down on myself. Eventually you'll get used to it is what I hear from just about everyone, but I'm just about ready for eventually to come. I know God has a plan in all of the struggles with my shots. I've already realized that He's teaching me how to have patience and trust that He will take care of it. Faith and strength to get through each night, or each every other night. One night soon after I was diagnosed with MS, I was doing my quiet time and God gave me 4 Bible verses. These are what I like to call my verses. These were the verses that I would always have in my head, the verses that I could reflect on for encouragement and hope during the hardest times. Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. I know God is always with me, that He will never leave me, that His hand will be with me no matter what I am going through. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for, and certain of what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. I cannot see this disease in my body, but I have to have faith and trust that God is going to work through this and use it for His glory. Don't be anxious about anything but pray about everything. Tell God your needs and thank Him for His answers. And the peace of God will be with you, a peace that no human mind will ever understand. Philippians 4:6. This verse helped me when I felt anxious. I knew instead of spending time worrying and being anxious, I should spend that time in prayer. Throughout all of this, God has taught me the power of prayer, when I pray to Him and when people pray for me. Also, I had that peace that no one will ever be able to understand, and I couldn't understand it, just like it says. I knew God was with me, through all the hard times. I had a peace that things would work out like He had planned. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. God has big plans with all of this. He is not going to harm me, I am going to prosper. And through the peace that He has given me, I know this. I can't wait to see what all He has planned. I'm ready and willing for Him to use me in whatever ways He wants. Although I am still at the beginning of my journey with MS, God has been my supreme source of encouragement and strength. God has a way of working in people's lives, and this is how He's chosen to work in mine. I've given my life to God, fully, so that He may do whatever He pleases with me, so that he can work through my life whenever and however he wants. So many opportunities to share God's love have already appeared. I know for a fact, and I can already see that God is going to work through this and work through my life to reach people for his kingdom. I'm so excited to see what God has planned, and I'm ready and willing to follow. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary, they will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40 verses 29 through 31.
This is the end of this testimony. Thank you for listening to this testimony, we hope it has been helpful. Now, let's briefly introduce a new book, The Surface Theory by R.G. Gibson, that presents two new innovative creation theories. Born from personal revelation and years of research, these two theories emerged from previously overlooked key words, offering profound new insights into Genesis. This book also unveils new scientific discoveries related to this topic. Prepare for a paradigm shift that makes Genesis logical, dissolving the previous barriers between faith and science. Find the key to these mysteries and many more within the pages of The Surface Theory by R.G. Gibson, available on Amazon.